Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. We're already in September, which is crazy. This is for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Sagittarius. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Sagittarius, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Sagittarius, this week is going to be an interesting week. There's going to be a sense of, there's going to be, I'm not going to lie, there's going to be a little bit of pressure, a little bit of a challenge in the beginning of the week, and then like a sense of release, okay? And the reason I say that is because over the weekend, the Sun opposed Saturn, all right? And so, remember, these are just peaks, okay? This is the peak of that aspect. And so we're going to feel it throughout the first half of the week. It's really strong. It's very challenging. I've been saying in other signs, think of Saturn, okay? Saturn is a malefic planet. Saturn is the taskmaster planet. The Saturn is all about, you know, tough love. It's the planet of hard knocks. He's testing you, right? Testing you. But he rewards you in the end if you can get through the challenges, if you can get through, you know, do all the hard work that Saturn requires. You're going to be rewarded, okay? And it's again, a big test. I've been saying, you know, think of Saturn throwing a pie in your face. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Saturn is testing you to see how you're going to react. How, like, this is a challenge where you're like, okay, I'm going to give you this this pie in the face, and we're going to see, like, how you keep your cool, how you keep your gratitude high, your energy levels high. You just have to, you know, really, really trust your intuition at this point. Really, really be, you know, the bigger than you are, right? Being the better version of yourself. All right, because again, Saturn rewards you in the end. Now, speaking of rewards, Mars is really active this week, Sagittarius. Mars is very, very active, okay? All the retrogrades, or all the planets are retrograde, because Neptune is, Uranus is going retrograde on the 28th. So this week, pretty much like, there's going to be a point where all planets retrograde except for Mars. So all planets are going to be in their weakened states. We're not going to have the full effects or the powers of some of these, you know, planets that we want on our side. Jupiter will be going retrograde later, but we're still feeling it, right? We're going to start feeling it now. It's going to be a thing. And so I want you to know that, hey, this is Mars. Mars, the ruling planet for Aries. Where does Aries come from? Aries, a god of war. All right. So Mars, very aggressive, you know, very aggressive, really ambitious, just drive, go, 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 go in Libra. So Mars is moving into Libra on Monday, and Libra is a sign of peace. So you do the math. This is the planet of war being in the sign of peace. It's not, you know, Mars doesn't like being in Libra. We say it's a detriment, but it is it's how you work with this, okay? Now you're gonna feel a lot of this with your social network, okay? Groups you belong to. Sorry, I just dropped half the cards here. Groups you belong to, and you know, this is your 11th house, so it also rules your hopes and wishes. All right, so it's almost like there could be some testing moments. It's learning to be graceful, learning to be balanced. It's really staying, you know, very diplomatic at this time, being the peacemaker. If there are any like challenges or things that are just really strong around this moment, keep that in mind. And this is going to go on till October. Mars is going to be in Libra until October. And the reason why I said this is also like a testing moment is because this is leading up to the eclipse in Libra on October 15th. So really pay attention to Mars right now, and really pay attention to your social network, your friends, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, and the things that you want for yourself, like your path to enlightenment, like again, your hopes and wishes and your dreams right now, okay? So keep that in mind. There's also going to be a lot of activity especially the first half of the week, you're going to feel it with this challenging Sun Saturn opposition. You may feel it a lot with career, where you may be feeling pressured about something, or you may be questioning some things, or things could just be really, like around that time. Some of y'all may be feeling it with family too. Okay. Now, the reason I say that is because we have a full moon in Pisces. Now, we know Saturn is in Pisces, okay? This is going to happen on Wednesday. The full moon in Pisces, remember, Sun is opposing Saturn, all right? Saturn is in Pisces, but Neptune is also going to oppose Mars and Mercury this day as well. And Neptune, guess what, is in Pisces. So Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, the full moon in Pisces. This is all in your fourth house. So a lot of y'all are going to feel it at home, okay? Your home, your domestic sector, your actual home, in relationships, partners, even, family, children. There could be some sense of closure. There could be some sense of clarity as well. Now, it may come a little later, or it come maybe a little slowly, because Neptune is really fogging things up, so it can be a very confusing time, but it really is a very spiritually based time, all right? Pisces is a native ruler of the 12th house. It's a very spiritual full moon. It is also a blue moon. It's a second full moon we've had this month. All right, so a lot of closure, a lot of endings. Okay, that you may have around this time, around this week. Okay, the other thing is, with a lot of planets retrograde, I'm not gonna lie, this is going to be a time where you may just be doing some really big reflecting. Now, the good news is Venus does go direct next week. Okay, Venus is in Leo, in your ninth house. You are the native ruler of the ninth house, but we will talk about that next week. Let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the week of August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Sagittarius, Sun and Sagittarius rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, you are absolutely welcome to. If you know your birth chart, I would recommend reading for your moon. I also did, for all 12 signs, what to expect. Or did I? I don't know if no. I did a Mercury retrograde. For all 12 signs, and Mercury's retrograde until September 15th. So I would also take a look at that. But in any case, Sagittarius, let's get started. See what's going on for you for this week, August 28th to September 3rd. And you'll see my dog has joined me. Okay, so Sagittarius, like I said earlier, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, because my dog has joined me, she takes up all my table space, so we are going to make do here and make sure that you can see all the cards clearly. But also, when I say clarifiers, I am actually going to pull a lot, because it is the full moon in Pisces. So it is a pretty big, significant full moon that's going on right now. Okay, so yeah. You're good. You're good. Wow. I did not expect this. Sagittarius. Actually, I'm not surprised. After last week's reading, where it was just like, okay, long hair, no care. I'm taking charge, right? Wow, look at this. Hello, you got the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is all about celebration. This is all about joy. There's something that you may have celebrated. This came in your past. Also depends on what day you watch this reading, but yeah, there is something that you've celebrated. There's a lot of joy. You can see the three sisters toasting each other here, right? Now, three is also it's attributed to new, right? Like the birth of new things, creation. It's also, three is all about growth and advancement and maturing. This is great. There could have been something new that you celebrated as well for some Sagittarians, but there's definitely something that was a cause of celebration something very joyful, but it could also be something very heartfelt that was with friendships and whatnot. Especially, remember, Mars it's going to be a big thing for you that's happening, okay? With Mars being in your 11th house. Of your social network groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, and then if you remember, the nodal shifts, like the South Node moved into your 11th house. So let's keep going because this is great. Look, you have the King of Pentacles and the heart of your spread. Hello. This is, when I say you're going to be on top of it, like you're going to be on top of it. Like you are going to be Sagittarius. He is the richest king. Okay, he is not only the richest king, he's a huge protector. He's a huge provider. He is, very pragmatic, very practical, very down to earth. In fact, he's Taurus. Okay, you see the bulls in his throne, right? So the King of Pentacles is Taurus, and with the fact that Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus right now in your 6th house, which does rule not only everyday activities but work. Okay, so a lot of like work activity here. This is absolutely amazing, and as I said, there is going to be a lot of activity, especially in Virgo season for you. He holds the golden scepter. You see that, right? Only 2 people in tarot have that. That creates all that abundance and richness and success. Like, look at his harvest. This is amazing. Look at his gown. He did not get that at Target. That was handmade. This is like, you're good. This is a week where you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel on top of things. In fact, one last thing I'm going to show you. Look at his hand on top of the pentacle. Okay? That's a big deal. That's a big deal, really owning your wealth. Now, if you're not here for money or career, this is, pentacles are your physical reality, your physical realm. So being on top of, ask yourself, like, wealth comes in so many different forms, like wealth in knowledge, wealth in family, wealth in all areas of your life. Okay, so I absolutely love that for you. The one thing that is coming through is you did get the Emperor in your challenge area. And so 2 big things that's coming through, actually. One, there is something with some of y'all could have started a new group or a new friend group or something that involves other people. Okay, that could be a thing, but there could be a sense of just be cool with it if you have, and if there are some things that are happening this week that are really celebratory, something that really puts you in a position where you have a lot of power, all right? Where you have a lot of power. Don't don't abuse that power, all right? Especially because the Emperor is the ruler and he has a lot of power, but he came in your challenge area. The second thing is, I did say family is going to be a big thing, and so the Emperor is like the daddy, right, of tarot, the father. Really masculine energy here in your challenge area again. So there could be someone in your family. It doesn't have to be your actual dad. It can be just like a parental figure, or someone that has a lot of authority in your life or has had it. Can even be work related, is coming up, but even still, they could be really just like on your case. And you're just like, I'm a Sagittarius. You do not, right? But that's, again, remember what I said. That's Sun opposing Saturn, right? That's Sun opposing Saturn. Just, you gotta grin and bear it. You gotta smile, and you gotta do whatever any of those characters from The Office do. They just kind of laugh it off, and just be cool with it, okay? Should there be someone that gets really like, Loki, okay? Really Loki this week. Do you get that reference? Tell me if you get that reference. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's like, it's a Marvel. Anyway, you did get the Chariot, which is absolutely amazing. Again, it came in your crown. You're ready. You're ready. The energy of you this week, it's like, you're in the zone. You're in the zone this week, and everything is going to go your way. With the Emperor here, just remember, you be cool if there's going to be, if you feel like, you don't be that person like walking out of your mansion wearing, 20,000 sunglasses and pointing everyone like this, and then ordering them to do things, right? Don't be that person. That's all I'm saying. With the Emperor, I'm just reading the cards, by the way. With the Emperor, like, that's not coming from me. Well, I guess it is. With the Emperor in your challenge area, but again, it could be someone else, but just keep your cool and grin and bear it, right? But hey, you got the 9 of Wands in the Rudier spread, so there is a sense of like, you are really coming to the end of something, and you've been staying very resilient. You've been staying very strong. You've been saying, nope, nope, no. You are not taking away anything that I worked hard for. You're not going to mess this up for me. Everything's good right now. Okay, everything's good right now. So just do not, you're good. You're hanging in there. For some of y'all, maybe by a thread, but you're hanging in there. You are definitely hanging in there, but there is going to be this sense of just like you're taken care of, and you're taking care of the people that you need to. Now, you did get Temperance in your future, which is absolutely amazing. Temperance, as you know, is ruled by Sagittarius. So you pull your own card in your future. And this is just saying that there's, from the experience that you have this week, there's this, like, you're moving into this place where it's like everything is just kind of like aligning inside you, like mind, body, soul, spirit, but then also in your physical reality. It's like everything is just like, if there has been like chaotic moments, things are kind of smoothing out now. I mean, you can definitely thank the full moon in Pisces for that, bringing that sense of closure. Again, it can be a little muddled and confusing, but it's like, yeah, I get it now. Like afterward, but like I said, I'm gonna pull some clarifiers for you, just to give you an idea. Yeah, there you go. There was that confusion. You got the 7 of Swords, but then you got the Ace of Swords. Hello, you're fine. You're good. You're good. Just go with it. Just go with life. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Okay. Enjoy the ride. There are things that you want, things that you're working hard toward. There's this finish line that you see, okay, on your path to enlightenment. You know it's there, and you know you'll get there. You know that there's, you were in retrograde season. Things are going to go a little bit slower than you anticipated. So there's a sense of you just acknowledging that this week, okay? And I want you to acknowledge that, all right? Because it's more about the journey. I want you to be aware step by step throughout the journey. But I want you to also imagine when you get to the finish line exactly how that will feel like, right? So be patient. You're going to be good. You're going to be absolutely good. Now, you did get the 7 of Swords, so but clarified with the Ace of Swords. And so there could be, again, a little bit of confusion. There could be like even you not accepting something that may happen. There could be like an element of like truth or reality that you have to face, and you may like for a second like be doubtful and turn the other way, but then it's like that moment that you realize I shouldn't be doing this, okay, and I'm gonna confront it, especially with the Ace of Swords in your future. I mean, like, this is the biggest card, one of the biggest cards of change. Aces bring in that new change, right? Out of all the minor arcanas, Aces usher in the most new change, new paths, new journeys, new beginning. Swords, it's all about change, okay? Especially up here, the way that you see things, think about things, all of that. I mean, that's really, really big. Again, remember I said toward we're moving toward Venus, going back direct. And Leo, that is in your 9th house, and you are the native ruler of the 9th house, but it is like your belief system, philosophies, the way that you see things. But even still, this is absolutely amazing. You see the crown. I mean, this is 1000% great, okay? There is like this breakthrough that you're gonna have, all right? I absolutely love this for you. If there is someone that's doing a little weird, especially if it is a friend, make sure that you call them out on that. Okay, make sure you call them out on that. But it's again, not facing just like your truth, but like your truth for like situations that are happening around you as well. Now, here's the other thing, Sagittarius, is that there could be like a kiss and makeup moment too. There could have been like maybe if you were in some sort of argument, not seeing eye to eye with people, you could find peace at this time, especially with the Ace of Swords. And there could be some sort of breakthrough in terms of like a contract that may be floating around. Keep that in mind, okay? That could be, but again, remember it's in your future, so keep that in mind. All right, you don't want to sign until after Mercury goes retrograde, but something could be floating around this time. All right, now let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, if you like this reading, it'd be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I really do. I want to know what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are so amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I truly appreciate it. And I am very grateful. So it's Ruby. Yeah. So, oh gosh. Ho. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to call it. This is your best reading. I'm going to call it. This is, woo. Yeah, the energy even. Oh my gosh. Listen, Sagittarius, you are leaving me speechless, okay? You are leaving. Let's get started. You see what's happening here. Yeah, it is one of your best readings. Like I'm going to have to look back and see since when, but this is insane. So you did get justice, okay? So this is absolutely amazing that you did get justice. Remember I said Mars is in Libra, okay? Finding that balance and, having that, kind of just like that peacemaker, being very diplomatic with, things that have to do with friends or organizations or even your hopes and wishes, things that you want for the future. Finding that balance. There's probably a lot of big questions that you may be asking this week as well, because again, that full moon in Pisces can be a little confusing. It may be a little confusing for you, but there is a sense of closure that comes with this. Now, the big thing here is, again, justice is ruled by Libra, okay? And so we know that Mars is in Libra, like I said, ruling your 11th house. So again, there could be something that you want fixed in a relationship, in a partnership, even friendship, okay? And again, there is this sense of balance, right? That's really just kind of like, I know that is such a vague thing, but really, you'll know it. You'll know when something's off balance, right? It's kind of like with your body. You know when there's something wrong with your body, right? And then so you have to you identify it, whether it is like you're feeling like a little sick, or if there's a cut somewhere and you're like, where is that cut? Like you feel the pain of it, but you can't find it. It's like a tiny paper cut or something. But it'll level out, and just be aware and be awake this week for that to happen. Now, I truly believe you will be. You have the Queen of Cups, okay? She is the most intuitive, the most psychic, right? The most psychic queen. Really love the fact that you got the Queen of Cups in your external factors area. So there is a sense of you kind of just like being fueled with this, not to make another like whatever reference, but like this superpower of intuition coming into your life. You just being more in the zone, like I said, being more like comfortable in your skin, but also feeling very empowered, okay? But there's also a lot of love that comes with the Queen of Cups. She, leads with her heart, okay? She leads with her heart, has so much love to give. She's the type of queen that knows the name of everybody in her kingdom. It doesn't matter if it's the emperor, it doesn't matter if it's a farmer. That's how loving she is, all right? But again, she is also very intuitive, very psychic. She is Cancer, all right? The Queen of Cups is Cancer, and so there's she's a nurturing element to her, all right? Now, you can also see her feet in the water. Water's emotion, so very in touch with her emotional side, all right? That fuels that emotional depth and emotional intelligence, but came in your external factors area, so A, you're good. B, there could be someone in your life that does come through that is, has strong feminine energy and really brings like this loving, like divine energy into your life, and kind of like levels everything out with the Emperor in your challenge area. Like it's really interesting. Like that balance is already kind of like gonna happen for you. I love this for you. I love your reading. And then you got the Hanged Man. So it looks like you do want to move into this new chapter in your life. Like, it's almost like this week, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself like the Hanged Man does. He's hanged himself upside down in a very dramatic way to look at the world in a different way, to have this different perspective. Also, there's a sense of surrender with the Hanged Man, okay? In order to move forward, he comes right before the Death card. In order to have this transformation, you got to leave things behind. You got to make some sacrifices. You got to, kick some things to the curb that no longer serve you well. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal is because two things. That is what the full moon in Pisces is. This is a very spiritual card, all right? Very spiritual card. And this full moon in Pisces is like a kind of like a spiritual awakening into full moons bring conclusion, all right? Closure of the things, all right? Second thing, I did say Neptune is in Pisces as well. Neptune will bring a little bit of like that confusion and that fogginess. So be awake and be aware of what you want moving forward, okay? Because the Hanged Man is attributed to the planet Neptune, all right? So lastly, oh my goodness, you're good. You have the Empress. This is she's everything, okay? She's Miss Universe here. She's a goddess. We're talking Aphrodite. We're talking not a queen, not a priestess, a goddess, okay? She lives life through pleasure, through passion. This is you. This is your final outcome. You're going to have so much abundance. You're going to look at the symbol of Venus, okay? In her stone-shaped heart, so ruled by Venus. Remember what I said. Venus is finally going direct next week. Venus in your ninth house, in the ninth house, okay? That's you. That's you. You rule the ninth house. Remember, you already got that in your future. Temperance, ruled by Sagittarius, but this is living life through pleasure, through passion, like absorbing everything around you, being awake, living, there's a lot of sexuality and sensuality with this card. Like, this is really big. This is really big. And a lot of abundance, a lot of love, abundance, relationships, whatever you want to call it. But again, that sense of something new, especially with the Hanged Man here. Remember, we started off the card with the your spread with the Three of Cups, and then she's 3, okay? And she's pregnant, all right? She's pregnant. So when I say like birth of new things, literally, I mean, some of y'all could find out that you are pregnant. That's something that you may want to go have. That's a realization. Especially, remember I said all this activity in Pisces in your 4th house. Okay, that is a huge thing. But then also, I mentioned the nodes earlier. We had the lunar nodes. We had the North Node, your destiny, your calling, moving into your 5th house. Procreation. So that could be a thing, but for a lot of y'all, it's just like there's something new that you want to move into. I love this energy. But the reason why I'm saying this is your best weekly reading in a really long time, remember what I said about the King of Pentacles who's in the heart of your spread. I said he's one of only 2 people who hold this magical golden scepter. Now, where the cards fall in your spread are very important. The fact that he came in the heart of your spread and the Empress came in your final outcome, you're good. You're really good. Expect to ride this wave of abundance. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. I don't even know what to say, but there is definitely something new coming through. You can even see the golden wheat here, right? It's a new harvest. I mean, like, there's something new coming through. And you're looking forward to, especially, remember you have the Ace of Swords in your future too, which is all about change. You're good. You're good. You're gonna, there may be some like moments of like, power struggles this week, but you're gonna get through it easily. I mean, you got the Chariot. I mean, you're You're good. You're absolutely fine. Sagittarius, this is actually, again, one of your best readings. You're you're leaving. Okay, you're leaving me speechless. I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, just you stay in the zone. Keep doing you. Keep doing you. And again, remember, with all these retrogrades that are happening, a lot of the things are happening like behind this, again, with temperance in your future. It's like, I don't think that it's going to be, you're going to be fine. Like, you know, the things that you want, there are new things that you want, there are new things that you want to start, and you are okay knowing that it's not going to happen overnight. But with all these retrograde things are happening for you, but you may not feel it. I mean, with all these retrogrades, things are definitely happening for you. Okay, and you want it for sure. You want it for sure. I mean, with your resilience, charging. I mean, like, you're good. You're good. All right. So, Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. I definitely want to hear from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. Next week, y'all, I do your September forecast. Okay. September is very different from August. We will talk about that when the time comes. Sagittarius, you're amazing. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.